Too many black men are waiting for help, waiting for the system, waiting for someone to save them. It's time to change that. Black men, stop waiting for help and start winning. Available now on Amazon for $19.99 or free with Kindle Unlimited. Stop waiting. Start winning.
This episode is sponsored by Legacy Ink Publishing, where real creators leave real marks. Let's begin.
I gave you my all, and I hope you see this world before I fall.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with the OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Bart.
And I'm Dre.
Today we're going to be talking about why aren't men and women wired the same? What that look like to you, Dre?
I just feel like it could be a lot of what's being pushed on society from generations before us to now. It's like women put relationships above financial stability, and I think men, we put financial stability first. So we just view things differently. I don't know if it's anything to do with our makeup, you know what I mean? But I just feel like we'll never be on the same page.
But what about the responsibility of just being a man dealing with a woman? Because a man usually don't put responsibility on a woman as far as like financially, things of that nature, but women put that type of responsibility on the man. Like a man have to take care of whatever he got going on and help her and her kids what they got going on. So,
Well, just help us in general. You have to understand that women are basically groomed like that. I mean, even as a kid, most women groom their children, especially girls, to not talk to broke ass niggas or niggas without nothing. You have to always get something out of a man. And as I always say, women don't talk to no but men unless it's beneficial. They do nothing unless it's beneficial to them. So, far as the relationship, they may make you think the relationship is important, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is financial, because they want to be comfortable.
For a woman?
Yeah, that's the first thing they seeking. It's not their finances that they're seeking, it's his finances. The first thing she looking at is what he got in his pocket. What can he offer her? So she ain't really caring about the relationship. Yes, she may play, oh, I'm in love, or I like him. But the minute the pockets go flat, she ain't into him. So we will never be wired the same because we're not brought up the same. See, men were brought up to be providers, protectors, take care of their family. Women should have been brought up to cook, wash, clean, and do all the things so that a man can provide for them. Although that was the old traditional way, things have changed now. It's not that way anymore. It's basically, what can you do for me?
so basically you saying women are a handicap to men.
Yeah, we are. We are. I'm not going to say that we not. We are, because we do feel entitled. We feel like we should be taken care of.
Well, let me ask you a question. I want to make a quick question. Okay, you have a lot of women friends, by you being a woman. Mm-hmm. Do y'all ever have conversations about, okay, getting a house, getting married? Do y'all do them type of conversations? Y'all talk like that?
They do come up, but when I say the but part, the problem is that it comes up, but it's never going to be equal with my friends. See, my friends say, oh yeah, I want to be married, but they still want to be in control. Oh yeah, I want a house, but I still want to call the shots. So you can't want all of these things and still don't pull back and let a man be a man. Out of all my friends, I got 2 that are passive. I got 3 that's straight in control, like they not even buying nothing you saying.
My point was,
so
if they want to be married, they want to be with this man, they really actually have feelings for this man, why would they want to put this extra burden of stress on him to go out and get this house, to do all these lavish things?
Because that's how women are programmed to be.
But the point I'm making is, if a man have this conversation with you, y'all talking about marriage, y'all talking about a house, y'all talking about all this, Normally a man gonna say, okay, this is what we need to do first. We need to get something that's gonna pay for this. It's pretty much like building a nest egg, starting a business. Yes, it's cool to go get this mortgage. Yes, it's cool to get this car. Yes, it's cool to get married. All this stuff you want to do, but it takes money to do that. It don't make sense to go do all this and you have to struggle to maintain it when all you got to do is get financially secure first. And then once you secure, this pays for the marriage. This pays for this lavish house. This pays for that new Mercedes you want. It's the men, we always think about, how can I take this dollar and turn it to $10 so I can support me, my family, and everybody else? Women don't think like that.
Okay.
Y'all think about, let me take this $10 and go spend it at Saks Fifth Avenue or something.
So we're
crazy
talking
like
about
that.
not being wired the same, right?
Exactly.
Can I ask y'all a question? When we get this house, we get this car, we do all these things, who do you think she's gonna think is gonna struggle the most to keep it? Who's gonna
the guy that's paying for it?
Okay, so in her mind, she ain't struggling. She ain't busting. She's not worried about none of that stuff because all the weight is on him.
So
she's only gonna get worried about it if it's getting ready to get lost. If you losing it, she doesn't give a care how much you struggle or how much you have to work. Because I'm not saying all women, but most women don't care as long as they get what they want.
See, that's all I have.
Are you saying these women are in a visible competition with each other?
Basically, yeah. Women compete with each other all the time. And that's another thing you got to understand. Say, for instance, I'm not married, but I got a house. I got cars. I'm doing pretty good. I might have a friend who don't have that, but she married, but she's struggling. She ain't got certain things going on. So you got to think about it. I'm maintaining with my man. She's not maintaining with her man. So she gonna say, let's go get a house. She know they can't afford it. Let's go get a brand new car. She know they can't afford it. But guess who's most of the weight is gonna go on to keep it? It's gonna be him. She's not gonna be, only time she jumping in the picture if it's getting ready to get lost. Other than that, you can work all the overtime you want to work. You can be tired, your feet swelled up, your back hurting. She don't give a damn as long as she get what she want. So no, we're not going to ever be wired the same because we don't think the same. We wasn't programmed to think the same. And society makes it even worse.
I think it's the agenda of the woman that makes it worse, not the men. And I'm gonna say this quickly. If you look at our following is about 95 to 98% men, and they be in 100% agreement with us. I take that. Let's be realistic. Maybe about 95% agree. You might have
you got some girls.
You may have But I'm saying maybe about 5% of the men
they be totally against me,
feeling like we're wrong. But maybe 98% of the women, like, they don't know what they talking about. They wrong. They talk crazy, they disrespect us, in actuality, we not doing none of that. We just telling the truth. It's crazy. It's like a magic trick. We pulling the curtain back and letting people see what it really is. And women they want to keep men blinded. They want to keep them in like, this is not what's really going on. And it's crazy.
Is it that they want to keep men blinded, or that men just fall for the okie doke?
No,
and you think about it though, Drake. Barb is telling the truth. Barb is pretty much saying what we always say. That's why you say no. When you give a woman that, baby, you and this woman can have a beautiful relationship because she's aiming to please you because she wants something from you. She might want a baby, build a family with you. She might want to tie you down. So once you give her that baby, she changed. That's why most guys can't stand their baby mama. A lot of times you'll marry this woman and this woman turn into a whole nother person. You be like, I didn't know this woman. Now she got your ass. She ain't got a front. She ain't got to pretend no more. She can be her. And like Barb said, women don't really care about men. They care about what they can get out of us. That's why you tell a woman no. No, you know what? She won't get that new house. No, I probably got 20,000 saved. You ain't got nothing saved. You got 1,500, but you up here making these demands. You talking about going to get a new car, and you ain't got no money.
Think about it. If a man marries a woman, he looks at her like, I love her, or I don't want her to suffer. I want to take care of her. I want to do all these things to make her life better because she done got into his heart. when a woman marries a man, it's
security, comfort.
I don't want to work hard.
But she loves you at the same time. But this is what I want you to know. It's love there, but the main thing they're looking for. Sometimes, but all women are looking for security. I don't care what y'all say. You love them, but every woman wants to feel safe. Every woman wants to be in a relationship where they feel like I'm safe, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. All aspects has to be checked in that box. And you can say, oh, Barb, no, that's not always true. Let him go broke. Let him lose that house. Let that car be gone. Let you not be able to pick up the weight that he's lost. So you have to pick up the weight that he can't handle anymore. So now you have to be the one paying house note, car notes, insurances, and stuff like that. You're going to do it, but you're not going to do it for a long time. And then when you do take the role of doing it, guess what you're going to say? I can do good by myself. I don't need you. What I got you for? Because now the roles have changed and you no longer feel safe with him, because in your mind, that's what you was in it for anyway.
And you know what, Barb? You 100% right. Because a lot of women that I was knocking off when I was out in the streets, they was like, you know what? My man can't even take care of home.
Right.
What you mean he can't take care of home? You know, I got to pay this and I got to pay that. And, you know, a woman would give away the sex because she upset that she got to do what he was doing. But you know what? If a man cheat, it's the end of the world. And that's why I'm going to stay consistent and I'm going to be consistent. Tell these women, no, you know what? If I'm going to treat you like my kids, I'm going to talk to you like my kids. You know what? Yeah, I might get some outside vagina every once in a while. I'm going to do whatever best for me because I'm pulling 60-70% of the load. We are not the same. We don't think the same.
So I got a question. So we did mention social media. Do you all think that social media is hurting relationships now? Like, okay, the modern dating. Do you think it's hurting the way that a man should date a woman? Social media? Because nowadays men is coming in taking girls on fantastic trips and everything. I work with a guy and he said he took a girl that wasn't even his girlfriend on a beautiful cruise.
Listen,
so if you got to think, and this is what I'm trying to say, if I keep telling y'all, out of 100% of men, it's at least 55 to 60% of suckers. So if I can get a person to take me on a cruise, I ain't got to go with you, I ain't got to do nothing. All I got to do is look good and make you look good, and I got a cruise and you paying my car note, you paying my insurance.
Barb,
this is what social media is building up though, but it's not working with y'all because y'all are not modern men growing up. But I'm saying, look at your son, look at your brothers.
You asked the question.
This shit is real.
Listen, that goes back to saying that's not working. It ain't just us. Do you just like you watch social media and you see all that? You saw all these men flying women out, and when they don't give it up, they leaving them, they canceling their ticket, and they stranded somewhere. Right. You seeing that? So that's not flying. Hold on. You asked the question. Okay. That's not flying with everybody. Mm-hmm. One. Now, secondly, you also have to realize there's a lot of guys that do not know how to talk to women. They're timid, and this is what they do. Listen. I'm gonna fly you here. I'm gonna do you this, and I'm gonna play all these. I'm gonna spend this money and hoping you give me some. But you got the rare majority that's not doing none of that, and they knocking them same women down. And they not doing none of that. But the whole thing is this. When it's all said and done, these women, they live their life. They adding all these bodies. They letting these guys fly them in and out. And once one guy do it, now she's going to feel like the next man, and everybody else should be obligated. And they going to spend their whole life thinking all men should do this for them. And then when they when they get washed up, now they want to jump back and get all the guys, or get one of the guys that they passed on to come in and say, I do.
Well, see, Drake,
it's over.
See, that's a sucker.
But it is one guy that's going to say, I do.
But you got suckers out here.
Look how many hoes we got married.
You can't line a solid guy up with a sucker.
Right.
If you got a sucker over here, and you know what, soon he get his check and he telling her, baby, I'm going to give you my whole check. All I want you to spend the day with me. A real nigga ain't gonna compete with a sucker, but she ain't gonna want to be with no sucker either. She may give him some vagina, but she ain't trying to. She gonna want to be with that real nigga. She gonna want to be with that nigga. Gonna be telling her, you know what? I ain't doing that crap. I ain't no ham.
You know what though? I ain't gonna lie, boy. I done used that before as a pickup line. Baby, I work 3 jobs. I wash your car.
And you know what she was thinking? She was thinking,
yeah,
lollipop.
But you know
That's
what
a
happened?
lollipop.
But you know what happened? She got jumped off the top rope, and I was. You see?
Yeah, but see the thing is,
it only works if a nigga. I mean, if a guy actually does it.
What I'm saying though, Dre. That's the sucker roll, right? If you tell the chick, oh baby, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that,
yeah.
You know that's the sucker roll, right?
Right.
And you know usually a woman is always looking for a sucker.
Right.
Now a real nigga gonna stay consistent. He gonna be like, well listen, I ain't doing that. That ain't the type of dude I am. Now if you wanna fuck with a real nigga, well that's if a nigga.
You can break a real nigga too. He gonna try to stay consistent.
You're not gonna break a real
nigga gonna let a woman break it because he already know the game.
Exactly.
If you come to me, I know if you really like me, you gonna be happy just to sit in my backyard with me and we having a bonfire. But then every time you call on my phone, you telling me, my phone bill is due. And these chicks be needing help with their daycare, and this guy like, you know what, baby, I'm gonna help you out. We have to stop. We have to stop even playing the sucker role because now you're giving these women an artificial sense that they better than you. See, she ain't finna come and tell you, you know what, you I like your haircut. I'm gonna give you some of this vagina. I'm gonna top you off because you got a nice outfit on. She ain't doing none of that. She gonna sit back and waiting for you to come with your pitch. She gonna put on her some fake hair, fake lashes, fake everything, fake clothes, fake name brand, and go out and meet a sucker that gonna come with his best pitch.
So you think a woman can't give a man a compliment and be sincere about it?
She can give him a compliment, but what is she offering behind that compliment?
It's bait.
She ain't gonna sit up and say, "Oh, I like your outfit. Let me come up and top you off." You know what? That's a nice outfit you got on. I'm gonna give you some vagina. You know what? That's a nice outfit you got on. I'm gonna come over and clean your house.
So would y'all say that women today are asking for, you know, like granddaddies and grandmama's relationships back in the day? You know how granddaddy worked, give you that check, but grandma did everything she was supposed to do. Even if granddaddy stepped out, grandma still was quiet, as long as granddaddy was taking care of home. So would you say that women today are asking for all of this, but they're not providing nor giving what they're asking for?
I'm saying you keep getting the words mixed up. Women don't ask, hoes do. So no,
that's why y'all. I disagree with y'all all the time.
Women ain't asking for nothing. I watched. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a scenario. I watched this. A comedian, I forgot her name. She real dark skinned, and she did a joke. She said women don't ask men for nothing. She said, yo man come over. She said don't ask him for no new refrigerator. She said get him a warm beer. He gonna be like, why the beer was warm, baby? You know my refrigerator went out. It's like you ain't gotta ask him. Next week he gonna show up with a brand new refrigerator. This is what women do. Women is not gonna ask you.
But she's setting you up to get that refrigerator because she gave you a hot beer. She knew the refrigerator was out. She had to ask you. She gave you a hot beer.
It's your choice. It's your option.
It doesn't matter how you do it.
That's another sucker move. If a chick,
it don't matter how you do it, long as you get it.
You know the first thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cuss her ass out. Why? What made you think it was okay to hand me a hot beer? That's like what make a chick think it's okay to bring a man some cold food? I don't care when you cooked it. By the time they make it in front of me, it better be hot. That beer better be cold. I mean, she should have went to the store and bought some ice and put that beer in it. She should have went ahead and microwave, put that food in that microwave. We gotta create standards for ourselves. We gotta tell a woman you can't do that. It ain't okay for you to do that.
You know what? I want to do a poll. I see a lot of women don't want to come on here because they know we'll cut them. You know what I mean? Cut into them. And reality is reality. But the thing is this: I want to do a poll to see if women view other women like how men see women. Like it's women and then it's hoes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know who gonna be the ones who do the poll and be on the top? All the ones that claim to be women and got their shit together are gonna be the ones that view the hoes different. But my thing, if a nigga taking
a woman don't be sick
well, you can't ask them to view themselves.
Yeah, women, but my
because the hoes gonna be saying that they women.
Yeah.
So we gotta have a poll of men. and through their
It still gotta
experiences.
be women.
Yeah, but they gonna lie. What women?
Listen,
What woman
no,
you know?
no.
What females you know go sit up here and say, you know what? Yeah, I'm a slut.
No,
I've been a
no,
slut.
she's not vouching for herself or speaking upon herself. The question would be, is you know what I mean, being realistically, is it women or is it women and hoes? We're not specifying. She's not speaking as far for herself. She may be a whore and portraying to be a woman.
Thank you.
But the whole thing
That's
is,
my
the
view.
question is it women and whores? A lot of women, I mean a lot of whores just
They camouflage.
They camouflage.
You got hoes camouflage.
No, hoe gonna be a
women.
hoe. No
Hoe
matter
is a
what.
hoe.
A hoe is gonna be
But
straight
a-
up
but
and be
a-
a hoe.
but a
But a
real-
woman is never gonna show you she's a hoe.
A real dude gotta know.
You just
No,
said
she not.
you just said on multiple occasions a hoe would never tell you she a hoe.
But you gotta have
Hold on,
a game.
hold on, hold on. I understand.
How many guys you know that
But I
a
hate-
whole ass nigga?
Listen.
What I hate y'all to
But
say
you
all
gonna
the time.
recognize,
You right,
you
you
gonna
right,
recognize
you right.
he a whole ass nigga.
You
That's
right.
what he doing.
He
Same
gonna
thing-
recognize she a
same thing
hoe.
with a woman. If she doing whole shit and she doing slut shit, you gotta sit up and say, you know
Listen.
what, baby?
I don't like when
It's a
y'all
lot
always
of
saying
it's a
woman
lot of women that are whores and they show that they whores. Listen, I just saw a chick from the hood post something. Summer coming. Y'all ready to be hoes? And all in the comment, women, yep, I'm ready. So some of them
But that's
admit
that group, Drake.
You said women.
all
You
I'm
said women
saying.
don't do that.
All I'm saying is be
Let's
who
get
you
back.
are and admit
Yeah,
to
but
who
see,
you
Drake,
are.
like I keep saying, is
Get back.
classes of females. If that class, that birds of a feather flock together is real.
Right.
Okay,
So
I'm glad-
that group of females that's flocking together, them is the D class. The women that didn't say nothing, they may be in the C, B class. Of course, a woman won't even respond at all. A woman, she don't even know them. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
that class, oh yeah, girl, I'm
know,
ready. I'm
she
ready.
just say
You know
no
what?
same
Them the
shit.
ones that's pop. Them the ones you call when you having a bachelor party. Them the ones that's them the fun girls.
Right,
Stop it. Okay, you brought up classes, so we talking about not being wired the same. Do you think that when a man and a woman gets into a relationship, if you get into a relationship that with someone that is not wired on your level, that relationship would either be would it work or would it just be toxic?
I think it's impossible to work. Cause first of all, y'all won't have much of anything in common. She's beneath you. She gonna be talking about starting a line service, and you sitting up here trying to open up a doctor's office. Y'all on two different levels, but you will have sex with her. She's part of that fun girl group. And when you see a man that got his stuff together and he's dating a female that don't got her stuff together, he know that's temporary.
Hold on, let me ask Barbara. I want to ask you a question. I want you to be 100% honest. If a man meets a woman, he like her, they want to build a relationship. He's trying to build his business. He's in that process of building his business. She's trying to sidetrack him with maybe going to get married, maybe having kids. They both younger. Do you think he should stay with this woman, or do you think he should part from this woman and continue with his business? What would be honest? What would be best for this man?
To part.
Okay.
Because
see, a lot of
the
women
reason
would
and
say,
the reason I say
just
part
wanna
is
see what you gonna
because
say.
once you have that baby, that's a bill. That's someone you have to
She
spend
was a
money
bill,
for.
now you gotta-
now you got a baby, so now you taking care of two people. Then you get married. She's gonna expect for you to foot everything. Now take care of her, take care of the baby. I need a house. I need a new car. Then here come more kids. So your dreams are put on hold. So I would say to any man, or especially a young man, if you have dreams and you want to pursue something, get yourself successful before you start dating women that want to be married and have all this stuff. Be successful first,
But you know what?
because it
Drake?
stops it.
Like you gave Barbara a scenario that's not even a fair scenario. You know what I'm saying? Most guys live in poverty. So most guys don't have a business. Let's just say most guys.
Not says trying to start.
I'm trying to start.
They don't
Okay,
have a business.
but they live in
Trying to
so if he's starting a business, he ain't finna go start no business opening up a dental office. He ain't finna start a business. He finna go open up this restaurant. It's gonna be a small business, maybe like a cleaning, a gym shoe, car wash,
But
something
that's
small.
still better than her sidetracking.
No, but see the thing is, how much money do she see in that long term? That's why most women always pursue what type of men? Entertainers. They in the guys that's in the streets. They in the tag that she know when I get this nigga, when I give him some head or give him some vagina, he's gonna change my life instantly. Like you said, they flying these girls out of town. Then when they get out of town, they act like they don't want to give them no vagina, and they just tell them, no, get home the best way you can. So a woman wouldn't do that. A woman wouldn't even care you trying to start your business. If she doing her thing, you doing your thing. Her thing is like, well, you know what? Right now, I'm in the building phase. You in the building phase. Maybe it's not good for us to pursue a relationship right now. That's just being smart. If I'm trying to build and get my coins in order, I ain't got time to be thinking about it.
I kind of disagree, and not saying from the man point. I disagree from the woman part because it's slim pickings out here. A lot of guys got multiple kids, multiple baby mamas, and then like you say, when a woman see the hustle in you, the values and all this other stuff, she ain't about to leave and try to double back after you super build up, because by that time somebody be done came through and snatched you up. She putting her tentacles in you right then,
but see,
and she gonna try to ride you while you building.
I understand how a relationship work. A woman don't run a relationship. She's not in charge if you go be in a relationship with her.
That's true.
You are in charge of the relationship, so she can't even speak on that.
But she's in charge of letting you walk out that door. She
no,
can keep.
She's
hold on.
That's not true.
Listen, listen. You also. You remember? Let's go do a flashback. You've also told me women blocked you in driveways.
Oh, you
it's the same forcefully. Yes. Okay. Listen, her constantly calling you, popping up.
No. Okay. Listen, Dre.
So now you understand what I'm saying.
Okay. Now, what you trying to do? A woman trying to make you be in a relationship with her.
That's what they do,
A woman cannot make you. Listen.
Yes.
I tell people wherever I go, I'm not no street guy no more.
Right.
I don't play by street rules no more.
Right.
I am a citizen.
Right.
If a woman block me in, I'm calling 911. I'm being kidnapped. If a woman sitting up here trying to force me to do anything, I am calling the police.
Okay, but I disagree with you because you say you know how a woman wins.
Because if you did it to her, she gonna call the police on you.
The trap in that the number one woman got. The number one trap in, what is it?
Her vagina.
A baby.
A baby.
Thank you. You ain't got to never want to
baby.
see that woman again in your life, but you get her pregnant, she in your pocket for 18 years. You ain't got to see that baby. She's in your life for 18 years.
Actually,
so they go to trap.
Now.
They go to trap. Yeah, if you send them, if they stay in school, you still got to pay for them. So a woman can get you. She can get you. That baby right there is number one.
And
Look at all these athletes. Look at all these athletes settling out of court with these women they didn't want kids with. I don't want the baby. Take 100,000. And now they going back to court saying, oh, well, the baby, you don't want to see the baby, you don't want to talk to the baby. No, the baby is it. They can get you. Women can get you.
You know what, Barb? I don't think there's nothing wrong. If you want kids and she want kids and y'all choose
half of the time these guys boys don't want kids. Half of the time guys don't want kids off the rip. It's a trap.
Okay, I see it different. If I'm with a woman and she want kids, I want kids, we have a baby and the relationship don't work, a failed relationship, okay, we going to sit up here and work it out. If we got to go to, she might got to pay me. Yeah, she may have to pay me.
Hold on. What you mean y'all got to work it out?
We got to work it out first, like visitation.
Oh, co-parenting.
That's right.
Oh, I thought you was talking about make the relationship work out. Okay, all right, I was lost.
You got to work out how to co-parent.
But how you think co-parenting rules go? Not your way.
No. See, I already know a man cannot be fair with a woman.
You can't.
You can't be fair with a woman. That's why we gonna go through the courts. Only thing I need the courts go ask me how many overnights you want. I'ma say I want 4 overnights because I understand.
You think the court gonna ask you that off rip?
I know what they're gonna do, Barb. And when you go to court, if you tell the courts you gonna keep the baby 4 nights overnight, she got to pay you child support.
Well, let me ask you this: how many guys willing to do that?
Well, I can't worry about them.
No. We talking to the people.
We educating them.
Right. So how many guys out of 100% are gonna do what you said?
Probably 20%.
Right.
But I'm telling the other 89.
So who's winning?
she's winning, but it's set up like that.
Okay.
But and that's why
That's how he set it up to
that's
be.
why guys like me and Dre, we get on here and talk. We're not just sitting up here talking from experience. We also giving up game. We giving up shit that we had read studies, did studies. We talk to women. We giving it up. If a woman want to put you on child support, that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is for you not to show up. You go to court and you tell that judge, listen, I want 4 nights overnight. You know what? Yeah, I'll take that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, your weekend is messed up. You can't do what you want to do. But after a while, other people step in to help. And then she gonna be telling you, you know what? I got stuff to do. You know what? If you don't bring that baby this weekend, you gonna have to pay me. She have to pay you for the weekend she don't bring that baby.
I got one question I want to ask before we get ready to wrap it up, y'all.
Okay.
Do y'all think it's possible? I mean, just remember, I remember we came from a generation where people used to make love tapes for they, you know what I mean, music. They used to have a groove on, all that type of stuff. And then it was like Black Power, love movement, where you could share fries. Or do y'all ever think we'll make it back to where it's like real love and not survival? And how can I trick you out of something? Y'all think we ever get back to that?
I'll go first. No, I don't think we will. I think you literally have to meet a woman who has that mindset, and that's what she wants to do, and that's what she wants to be connected to. But in the society that we live in today, I don't think it would ever come back, because women are raising their children at 1, 2, and 3-year-olds to be thoughts, hoes. They twerking, they wearing booty shorts, tank tops. When you go on Facebook, you look at these little girls, they got makeup on. They're grooming these young ladies already to be hoes, sack chasers, money getters. Don't fuck with nothing broke. So if that's what you're grooming already at an early age, and then you got men that are out here being raised by women that they tender-footed or they timid. A lot of women do the best that they can. It ain't never going back that way. You have to meet some woman who has that mindset, and she's gonna have to already been raised in a household like that to even accept something like that. But the way society is now, it's not gonna work.
I slightly agree with Barb. I think it will get back that way, just not in our lifetime. I believe the music that's being put out right now is purposely being put out. You know, it's talking about killing. It's talking about sex. It's talking about drugs. It's talking about the same things they talking about right now. 30 years ago, you couldn't talk about it. If you anybody that understand or was around during the 2 Live Crew era, he went to court for things like that because he wanted to express freedom of speech. He's the one that made the guys that can rap about the things they talking about now. They can do it because of Luke. He had to go to, remember, banned in the USA? All that is real. So will we get back to that? Yeah, because people do want to love each other. But it's kind of hard for a parent to teach love when she had her baby at 14 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old. What she know about love? Nothing. Only thing she knows is survival mode. Only thing she knows is get what you can get. So what is she going to teach her kids? Male or female? If you around these little young guys here, everything is a lick to them. Even if you sitting your phone on the table, they steal your phone. I hear a lick, you was slipping. But now I gotta bust your head wide open over a $100 cell phone. Or you got in my car and I had $20, $30 and then you stole a couple dollars. Now you banned for I ain't dealing with you no more. But in your mind, you hit a lick. So when we get back to love music and all that, yeah, absolutely. But we gotta first start caring about each other. We first got to start caring about, you know what, how you doing? Don't nobody ask how you doing no more. Don't nobody care how you doing. So that's my take on it.
So wrapping it up, we were talking about our women and men wired the same. What's the difference? Something like that. Was that right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I say women will never ever be connected to a man the same as a man would want, because they're not groomed that way. And when you're not groomed to connect to a man emotionally and physically, you're only groomed to connect one way to a man. That's how you're going to think about all men. So love may be there, but your priority is to be safe, look for security, to be protected physically, to be protected mentally, emotionally, to be provided for, because this is what women are actually being taught. And with that being said, I think when it comes to being wired, you just have to do what I always say. You have to talk to somebody on your level. You have to connect with somebody on your level who wants the same things you want out of life, who sees things the same way you see things. Because if you don't, it just will never work, because a woman is never going to think like you. Because like I say, women only mess with men if it's beneficial to them. If she can't get nothing out of it, hey.
I'm gonna say, I don't think we see it in our lifetime. It's just crazy, because I feel like if a woman really truly loved you, they wouldn't put you on the front line. You know what I mean? It's just like sending somebody to war. Meaning they want this extravagant house, they want these nice things, and they want you to go bust your butt, doubles, triples, whatever, to be able to afford it. If she really loved you, she would be happy with an apartment just to be able to sit in front of your face all day. Now, if you came up with kids and later on down the line you had to get a house, then you get something that adapts to the family instead of getting this extravagant lifestyle that y'all really don't need. That's just my point on it.
Well, my take on it is this. I understand most people are poor. You know, let's just talk about the United States. United States, 70% of the people is poor. Another what? Only 20% of the people in the United States makes $100,000 a year. Let's just be realistic. So that means 8 out of 10 people is struggling. And you could be making $100,000 a year and still not doing well. You just doing okay. So what's the difference between men and women? I think everybody need to first stop worrying about being with somebody. Worry about yourself. Worry about, loving yourself. Get to know yourself. Get you some money. Don't sit up here. If you got to offer money for a woman's time, she's a prostitute. If a woman got to come to you and make it seem like it's a good idea for you to give her something for her time, come on, man, she for sale. Don't need that type of female you don't even want to deal with. I think men got to start being more, they got to have standards. We got to start being more selective on who we give our time to. We have to stop just sticking our penis in these females just because they're available. Why you think she available? Why you think she got 3 kids and she available for you? This is what she do. If I want to chase a woman, I'd rather chase a woman that's not always available. You ain't never got nothing going on. You always just at home watching TV. You ain't never doing nothing. So for me, are women and men different? Absolutely. I don't think too many women is going to invest in a man. I think these men don't value themselves. I think they need to set the standards for themselves. I think more fathers need to start being more active in their kids' life. Start telling them, a little boy won't know she's a sack chaser if ain't nobody never told him. As men, we got to tell our sons, listen, man, don't mess with that type of woman. She just like a mama. We got to sit up here and tell our daughters, you know what? Stay out that little boy's face. Every time I see you in another little boy's face. We got to start setting the standards. In the old days, you had fathers that sit up here and told their daughters, no, you can't go out on no date. You're too young. You can't date until you go off to college. You know what they had their sons with them. They took them fishing. How many guys now can remember last time they took their kids fishing?
Well, Malcolm X, a lot of people don't even know how to fish.
Well, that's just to show you where we at.
Video games.
Every little boy should know how to fish, because even if you get tight on some money, you can go down there to the Detroit River and throw your pole in the water and get you something to eat, get you a fish sandwich.
Okay. So we got our point of views across, and hey, see y'all next week.
Okay, that's the last word. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Conversation with the OGs. We out.
I gave you my all. right before I fall. Yeah. I fell in love with the praise. The children tug on our capes. I've been drinking all day. The final boss has been slayed. I hope this light does not fade. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain. The final boss has been raised. 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 I gave my all to these folks. This is the awfulest joke. This here was all I lived for. This was my year, I don't think I have more. Distance my fears and I think I got bored. I think I found peace in my struggle. I think that this hiss is the leak in my bubble. Stress over little shit, I probably sink in a puddle. Walls fall around me, I rise from the rubble. Faces switch places with monsters and demons. I guess that the hero is no longer needed. They throw you away when the boss is defeated. Won't hold you a plate, give a fuck if you eatin'. I'm starving, I'm famished, I'm scarred and I'm damaged. Flip out on them, then I'm causing a panic. I'm mostly the problem and part of the answer. I sang cause I fell in love with the praise. If heaven has an arcade, oh my life's like a nice game. When the final boss has been slain, the hero won't die in vain. The people don't switch up and change. They forever praise his name. I hope his life does not fade, cause that'd be so fucking lame. Say the world get betrayed. Say the girl get betrayed. The final boss gets re-raised. No escape from his fate. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain. The final boss has been raised. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain. The final boss has been raised. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero